Your daily out with me.
Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day, turn on the machines and live forever. That's right, it's Sunday. That's what you're thinking, right? That's right. That's right. I made it all the way back around. This is another, kind of the beginning of a week. Not the end of a week. I wonder where everybody is, how we're doing today. You can call the number up there. It's 360-836-4384. You can go to YDHWM.com. Get on the meet. That's what I'm doing here. You're going to hear this bing, or maybe I have the sound off anyway. Bing. Who's here? Who's going to be here? What are we going to do today? Yeah, you can call the number up there, 360-836-4384. Leave a message yourself on TV and see if anybody left a message. I think probably no messages, if I had to guess. People haven't been leaving a lot of messages. And, Gene left a message. Hi, Gene. Maybe Gene will be on this thing probably later on then. Should we call Gene or should we say things? Should we? How we doing today? I'm saying we, even though it's, I'm here, you're there. What are we going to do, viewers? All of us here, one of us, one at a time. I haven't been leaving the house. I mean, not like I'm going out and doing the things that are noteworthy anyway, but yesterday I did the program on Saturday at 5 o'clock, live at 5. And tomorrow it's going to be 8:45, maybe Tuesday, I think Tuesday back at 5, maybe Wednesday, nighttime, I don't know. Did the program at 5 o'clock, talking to Andrew, I think, and Bird. And John Webster was mad, so I'm not going to call him for a while until he calls me again. And I don't remember a whole lot. After the program, I, slept, watched TV. Oh, I should have grabbed, my books arrived in the mail today. I was going to show them, but I didn't get to bring them from upstairs, and I'm saying things, so when am I going to have a chance? Until maybe I get somebody on the phone. I ate dinner. I watched TV. I went to sleep kind of early. I got the coffee, the chocolate-covered coffee beans for Christmas. My mother gave them to me for Christmas, but I think they're messing with my, sleep. Or my energy levels or something. I don't know if they're messing with my memory. I did read the book last night a little bit. Book, TV, I don't know. It was a whole day. It's been a whole 24 hours, but not that much is going on. It's called Grandma. Hi, Grandma.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Just a minute.
What? Oh, how are you? I'll talk to you, though. I'll talk to you. You're awake? Were you sleeping?
Huh?
Did I wake you up?
No.
What are you doing? Are you watching TV? I'm just calling to see how you're doing. I called to talk to you, too.
It's only 5 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, well, I'm calling to check up on see how you're doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you sleep.
No. When am I going to see you?
Maybe Tuesday.
Tuesday, huh?
We'll see. The vaccines are coming soon.
Just a minute. You talk to a little here. Okay?
Okay.
Just can you?
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi. You feed Grandma today?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
She ate a shrimp.
Shrimp?
Shrimp cocktail.
That's it?
Yep.
No spinach?
No.
How are those fiber pills working?
Good. She just eats fiber pills.
You're eating them too, right?
Yeah.
Would you recommend?
I think they're good.
They make you feel better?
Yeah. The other day I threw them up, and they're like big, like cotton pills in your stomach, basically.
So they expand in your stomach?
Yeah. There's just like big, black, gross cotton balls.
So it's fiber. They grow, huh? Why'd you throw up?
I don't know.
From booze?
Who knows?
Was it from alcohol?
Probably.
Well, you know.
Then yeah.
You drinking that much?
A day off.
Yeah, the day off, so you got vomit drunk. Andrew's on jeans on the meat.
Is that
Gene.
Gene?
Yeah, hi Gene.
Hello.
Andrew, you get to say the thing you say. Hi, Gene.
Hi, Gene.
Like it's very important these days. Hygiene, extra important, maybe. You know?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know about hygiene? You gotta wash your
Hygiene.
hands.
What's hygiene?
Looks like Gene's got a joint. What is that? Oh.
It's a triple. That's a triple
It's a
entendre.
Oh, it's a cookie. It looks like a joint to me.
You said hi, Gene, and then you said hygiene, and then now she's high.
Hygiene, yeah. No, your hygiene too with the joint.
That's three.
Yeah. Triple pun maybe, or double.
Four?
Double pun at least.
Can you get 4 out of I guess double.
Double.
Yeah. 1 plus 2 equals 3.
Yeah. So those fiber pills are doing something, huh? I eat a lot of spinach, but Andrew said he vomited the fiber pills, and then they were a big. What is it, Andrew?
They're bigger.
They're big, and they expand in your stomach. That's what they're supposed to do. I was like, how can you get fiber out of a pill? But they turn fibrous inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes your shit solid.
Yeah.
Good. You can push it through.
Fiber pills.
Take fiber. It'll make your life better and your shit more solid.
Yeah. You feeling good? No, you're feeling good with the fiber pills. Well, Gene's here, Andrew. What are you doing today? You go to work?
Yeah, go to work. Couple hours.
Give Grandma water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
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 What is it? What's the cookie, Gene? The frosting on the inside cookies?
Yeah.
I
It
didn't
says tiramisu. Tiramisu, rolled
Ooh,
wafers.
coffee?
Decadent, indulgent,
Coffee, right?
rich tiramisu cream. You know, doesn't really taste like much coffee. Oh, the last ingredient is coffee powder.
I thought tiramisu
After vanilla extract.
well, chocolate and coffee are similar flavors in desserts.
Yeah.
But I thought tiramisu was supposed to be pretty coffee forward
I think so. Yeah.
traditionally. I think
True.
you soak the whole thing in coffee. Like
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Maybe some booze too.
Yeah, like sugar and booze and coffee, and then you soak the whole cake in it, and it's supposed to be liquidy.
I like it.
Pretty
I
good.
like
It's good.
tiramisu. It's been a really long time. I think I remember tiramisu from when I worked at Alta in Utah and was waiting tables, and I think somehow I got tiramisu sometimes, and it was so wonderful.
Yeah, I want tiramisu.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Where would you get it? Would you buy it in a restaurant in Olympia?
I mean, they probably have it at grocery stores,
Yeah.
but it's probably not as good. They probably have it at like maybe the bread peddler or other bakeries maybe. There's a lot of bakeries in town. I don't know how many bakeries there are everywhere else, but there's like a ton of them here.
I don't see them much, though. I don't remember seeing it. I feel like it might have to be in a cooler, which is not a big thing with bakeries.
Cooler?
Yeah. It's like a cool cream, you know?
Yeah, they have to have fridges at every bakery though.
Yeah, but are they storing baked goods in them, or are they just storing their eggs and their milk and
You think
butter?
you think the bakeries around here are more bread focused than dessert focused? Because you got to put a lot of desserts in the fridge. Cakes
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
you don't see them. But think about bakeries. I don't see any cooled.
They have
baked
like the fridge display, and they have the entire walk-in. You kind of keep walk-in. You can keep good cakes in the walk-in. They have a walk-in at every day. You keep the and they don't have too much. They don't have like meat. Keep the eggs.
I think I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think that all like the chilled desserts are sold at bakeries very much.
What about where do you buy a cake and stuff?
In Olympia.
Who makes cakes?
Right. Cake doesn't have to be chilled all the time, maybe.
What about cream though? I think they got walk-ins though.
They have walk-ins, but you don't buy those. Are you trying to not understand me on purpose? What's the problem here?
But I think that they.
I've never seen tiramisus in a bakery ever.
I guess I haven't either, but I just haven't really looked for them. I just kind of think that like there's lots of things at the places that I haven't eaten that I think are just there. Like,
well, I take in what is at bakeries.
Yeah, you go for the
I know.
tiramisu.
I have a pretty good inventory. I feel like I could name like most things at most bakeries in Olympia.
I don't think I've ever bought tiramisu, and the only time I've ever eaten it is if it's there. Somebody's like, "You want some of this?" and I say, "Yes."
Yeah, I think that's how it was. Where I was at a fancy restaurant, and that's how I got it.
Yeah, who's like buying that stuff? They're like, "I'm gonna go buy one of these." You may gotta make it with lady fingers.
Ooh.
You gotta make them. It's a weird name for
Yeah,
food.
it is weird.
Yeah.
I'll see if we can get Laura Downing.
Make lady fingers, and then you put frosting, and then you lady fingers and frosting, and then you soak the whole thing in coffee and liquor, I think, and sugar.
Oh, did you find this out on a cooking show?
Probably. Yeah.
You know it. Aha! You have hidden knowledge.
I watch a lot of cooking shows.
You would soak them first, but that wouldn't make sense. Probably they're hard
Yeah,
to
I can
deal
soak
with.
them after.
They're cooked.
I know a lot about things, but I don't know. I like cooking. I've seen a lot of cooking shows, so I know about how it works, but I could not ever do it myself. Probably. Maybe I might be able to.
I think you could probably but you might do it a little bit wrong a couple times. You'd have to do it a number of times.
I like cooking, but I never cook with flour. So.
I sure do make cookies. I made cookies yesterday. I made cookies the day before.
Wow, 2 days of cookies? What kind of cookies?
I made some cookie dough earlier. I realized that I can put them in the freezer, not bake all the cookies at once, because then you have too many cookies if you're one person, even if you're 2 or 3.
If you're 2 people?
Yeah,
I mean,
you make 24 cookies,
Yeah.
and the cookies are better within the first 2 days, so might as well not cook that many, so you don't have to eat 24 cookies in 2
Hold on
days.
to them. Eat them later. What kind of cookies is it?
I've got chocolate chip cookie dough in the fridge, and then peanut butter cookie dough in the fridge.
Oh, wow.
And it's been, my classic thing for our Christmas Eve sledding party that we would have when we were kids. Try to, contain our excitement while we waited for Christmas
Put
Day.
chocolate chips
And
in the peanut butter.
Enough snow, so we didn't get to sled that much. But was the peanut butter cookie with the chocolate kiss on top? You put it on at the end.
Classics.
And
Yeah, those are good. My mother made those too.
Yeah, they're so good. I feel like this was the first time I made it with like Adam's peanut butter instead of Skippy or something. And Skippy is just so much better in these cookies.
Well, Skippy, what's like Jif or which one is Skippy?
Yeah, any of those are good.
What is Adam?
Adam's
is
doesn't have like extra salt and sugar.
Adam's is like the hippie peanut butter. Is that what it is?
It's all natural.
Yeah, and
It's
then
not organic, but I think it's all natural. There's
then-
salt added. Sometimes it's not stirred well.
I'm trying. I don't really know what peanut butter is. I think I've been talking about this a little bit, but when you go to the store and you get peanut butter, and then it's just peanut, or like when you go to they like you can make your own peanut butter. They just have like the thing with like the grinding machine. They have this like the co-op and some grocery stores, where it's just like a thing full of peanuts, and you do the thing and it grinds the peanuts and then it makes the peanut butter, and which is good stuff, but it does not look like peanut butter from the jar at all, and that stuff in the peanut butter jar is very smooth. It's like, what is that stuff? How is it like that? It's
I wonder if it had oil, or I feel like they probably have to like spin it in order to get the oil to be in the right place. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's grind it more times. I don't know how it works, but it's doesn't look like peanuts when it's smooth.
Maybe if you did that grind like 2 more times, put that same stuff, continued to grind it, it would get smooth.
Yeah.
That seems to be what makes things smooth.
Possibly. You want to hear?
Happy holidays.
Yeah, you want to hear your message?
Okay.
Hello, program. This is Jean Squires. Sorry I haven't managed to connect with you in this holiday season the last few days. I'm trying to decide whether I should go on a walk. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be amazing to just stay inside and do little all day? But I know I'll feel better if I go on a walk. So I don't know. I don't want to, but I think I might. We'll find out later in the future.
Now!
Maybe when I speak with you on the
Yeah.
telephone.
We'll find out now.
Whatever blue room there. Okay, bye.
Yep. So.
Yeah. I went on a walk.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
How far did you go?
There's like a very clear walk that I do because it's almost exactly a mile down to the main road. And at the bottom where the main road is, it's so pretty. There's those crazy cliffs and a little stream. I showed it to you. I showed you some icicles there. And it's very pretty. Anyway, so I walk down there and I walk back up. Sometimes I take big steps and lunge down, so I'm like doing lunges, getting strong,
Duck walk.
Yep. Duck walk, I feel like walk would be more like this.
Isn't that what they call the exercise though? Lunging and you do duck walk?
I don't know. Thought that. I don't know. So a lunge?
Lunging exercises. So you did it work? You feel good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. My day would feel a little bit weird if I had not at least done that.
I haven't. Thursday? No. Wednesday? Thursday. What day was Christmas Day? Friday?
It was, I don't know.
So I went outside.
I think Friday.
I think I went outside on Thursday, but then I haven't. So on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I've not been outside.
Oh.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Dank.
Dank?
Dank darkness. Maybe I should go
Yeah.
outside, like a cave.
Yeah.
I'm in a cave down in the basement.
At least you have water.
It's dank. I am drinking a lot of water. It's good to drink water. Are you drinking water? You got water?
I'm so thirsty right now. But
What?
the kitchen is upstairs. I'm so thirsty, but it's chilly. I have to pick up a laptop. It's hard. I don't
Good.
want to go get water, but I'm thinking about it.
Go get water.
Ugh, so hard. So comfortable.
Well, you must not be that thirsty then.
I am so thirsty.
What? Oh, quick, get water. If you're thirsty, it's too late. That's what they say.
Okay. You know, I find that I get thirsty. Look, I had this earlier. This is fun. It's the weird sludge in there now.
Yeah.
But I had gotten some eggnog for free at my fancy grocery job. More Downing is coming. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Are you drinking water?
Me?
Yeah.
I should have some.
Yeah, go get some gin.
I'm gonna have some. I'm getting some right now.
I'll go get some and be right back. Have to get over here.
Yeah, everybody go get water. Jean's thirsty too. Oh, you got granite tabletops, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I got fancy ass shit here.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Where's Phil? How's Phil?
Can I tell you about my eggnog?
No, what about it? What?
So I got the fancy eggnog. It was a cute little thing here. This is the cute little thing.
Mini
Roger.
milk jugs.
And then it had a lot of nutmeg in it. And I was like, I don't know if I can handle this so much. But it would be really good in chai tea. So I made chai tea, and I warmed my eggnog on the stove. I think I might have left a message about wondering cooking it on the stove.
Yeah, hot eggnog.
Yeah. Well, I did it today, and then I put it in my chai tea, and then there was too much space. Not enough space for it, so then I put it in another little cup, and I had a big cup and a little cup of delicious chai eggnog.
You were double fisting it.
Yeah, I was.
It's good?
Mm-hmm. It was these 2 cups. This is what it looked like when I had that eggnog chai tea.
Then you were talking about cooking. Oh, you didn't combine them. You're just like cooking 2 sips? Like a chaser.
Too much.
We're talking about like maybe you were afraid of cooking the eggs, right? Like if you heat up the eggnog, you thought maybe you would cook the eggs and then it'd be like cooked.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
I don't think that.
One time, Fred made some eggnog with duck eggs on Christmas. And then he ate it and he loved it and he was so happy. And then we went over to IA and then he got the terrible tummy ache.
Oh, he ate,
He
ate raw duck eggs?
But yeah, it was I think a pretty dramatic feeling.
Was it salmonella? He didn't get salmonella, huh?
I don't know, but I think his body rejected it, and somehow. Yeah.
Where do you get duck eggs?
I don't know. Quinn used to house it for people that had ducks, and so she worked with.
Just raw eggs, though, huh?
I guess so. I don't really remember. Do you know how eggnog is made, Lower Downing?
I don't. I've never made that. I'm not too in. I mean, I like it, but I've never really been so into it that I needed to make some.
I don't think they put eggs in it anymore. Like modern eggnog, if you buy from the store, I don't think there's actually eggs in it.
Well, it's listed on the ingredients on my jug.
Eggs? Well, you got fancy stuff, maybe, huh?
Yep, we got the forms.
I think if you get it from the grocery store, there's not eggs in it, but it's just like raw. Is it like raw eggs and just like cream and like spices?
I don't know.
Like
maybe
milk?
it's like the egg white.
Milk,
Maybe
eggs,
it's
and sugar and
different.
spices. That's what it seems like. It's like raw eggs. It seems gross.
Yeah.
cinnamon.
nutmeg.
Why
As in-
eggs? Why is there eggs in it?
For the creaminess. I don't know. Oh wait, people put egg white in cocktails. Ooh.
Yeah.
Christmas, I can't. I gotta put this on because my hair's all messy and I just.
Yeah, Christmas is over, but
Christmas a little longer.
just a little hat for Christmas instead. Did you have a good Christmas, Gene?
I had a good Christmas. Yeah,
You go to your you go see your parents?
I did. Yep, I spent the night over there with the cats and the dog and the fire and the tree.
Nice.
How's Phil?
That's Phil.
Yeah.
Feels good. Yeah.
Is he excited when you come over to the house?
A lot of the time, I get like a report every day about whether he was like good last night or bad. Because sometimes he gets in the head when she doesn't want him to. But often he just comes in the morning around 6 and snuggles, which is what we want.
He
That's what
steps on their face when they're sleeping?
he steps on your face, yeah, and your head
Yeah.
sometimes.
Rude.
Yeah. Phil is definitely rude.
Did you
Sometimes.
sleep in front of the fire in a sleeping bag or something?
No. Then Santa couldn't come.
Oh, that's
Sleeping.
great.
Yeah.
Sleeping bag.
Good.
What'd you get?
I got a toaster oven.
Wow.
Ooh.
For your place?
Yeah. There's no toaster here. Crazy.
Did you toast anything?
I did. Some cheese toast.
What's that? Just cheese and toast? Cheese and bread?
It's bread that has cheese in it. My dad makes usually on holidays.
The cheese is in the bread.
That's right.
Wow.
That sounds good.
It is.
I went to the food bank and they gave me so many carbs
Oh, I bet.
and sugar. There's way more stuff at the food bank around Christmas time because everybody gifts their carbs they don't want from Christmas to the food bank, and I just put a bunch of it in the dumpster. I feel bad, but
Oh, what was it?
I can't eat all that.
Yeah.
Why did you take it in the first place? You should have left it there.
I should have. I wish I would have.
What went in the dumpster?
Oh, some pastries and crackers and cookies and stuff.
Could have, I guess,
Yeah.
That's a bold move.
given it to the homeless. I guess they're already out there. They could have gotten it themselves.
Oh, maybe they'll look through my dumpster.
Did you get? What did you get? That was good.
I got a pork loin and some chicken legs, value pack of chicken legs, and ground turkey, and
Meat.
yeah, that's what I need. And they didn't give me hardly any vegetables, but that's kind of understandable this time of year.
Yeah. Meat
Yeah.
and pastries.
Yeah. Oh man, I ate so much carbs that I got really sluggish and like I couldn't deal anymore. So I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give them. I'm not gonna get all that if I go again. I'm gonna tell them no carbs for me.
No carbs. No carbs.
Not much. Just the brown rice or the whole grain. You know.
Yeah, I feel like I consider myself like an expert at not getting things that our household wouldn't eat. So, yeah. And it felt so empowering to be like, okay, no, I want the things from Trader Joe's you can find in that thing. And okay, is there any organic meat? Oh, yeah, we have a vegan. Oh no, I don't need that. No, thank you. No, thank you. We don't need any
Yeah.
more peanut butter. Yeah.
Yeah, that Jiffy peanut butter.
Oh yeah, I
And
like,
they buy that stuff. I think that comes. Yeah, that's something they pay for. So, if you're not going to use it or don't want it, then
how do you get there? Do you have to ride the bus?
My dad gave me a ride,
Uh,
and the lineup of cars. Now they're doing it where they bring it out to your car because of COVID.
oh yeah, you just like wait in your car and they bring it out to you, huh?
Yeah.
Fancy stuff. I've actually never been there, but maybe I should go there. I mean, I have food, but I hear that you should just go there anyway. Sometimes people just tell you to go there because they have a lot of food. They actually throw away a lot of food themselves, so you don't need to feel like you're taking from others to go there.
no, it's great. It's a fantastic thing.
Yeah, just for even if I have like other means of eating, I guess. It seems like you only should go there if you are gonna starve, but maybe that's not the case. They say that there's a lot of people in the country right now that are food insecure,
Yeah.
but maybe here in Thurston County we just have a very good system of getting food out to people. Because I'm always just like, if we don't have food, you have to just get like food stamps and food banks. Seems like that would be enough to survive.
Some people don't feel ashamed to use either of those, I think. And it's sad because it's like a lot of the food's going to go to waste anyway. The food stamps is really good for the economy, the local economy.
If you don't get the food stamp, well then what's the alternative though? If you don't get the food stamps or the food bank, then you're hungry?
Food insecurity, yeah.
Well then that doesn't count because then you got to eat the food. You have a way to get the food.
Sometimes I think getting ride, like, it's hard for folks.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're on the bus, you need a little cart in order to be able to take all that food home, especially if you have kids. Like, it's a lot of food at once. It's enough food for a week.
I've been doing the grocery delivery. I haven't even been to the store since March.
It's wild.
Yeah. I got to do another delivery pretty soon. I'm getting low on food. I am almost out of frozen. I'm basically out of frozen food. I'm down to making but I still have a lot of rice and meat and frozen spinach. So that's like all I eat now for like another week probably. I got to finish all that off because I bought a ton of it.
Is there any treat? Do you get any treats that you like?
Yeah, I have a lot of snacks too. I have a lot of snacks too, actually. But that's it, like the only thing that I have is actually food, which is fine though.
You get like chips and stuff like that, right?
I eat chips and stuff, yeah. But the main food is the utility food. But I'm not doing deliveries and stuff, but it's okay. What did you get anything, Gene? Oh, you got a toaster oven, cheese bread. What'd you get, Laura?
I got a gift certificate to Michael's, the craft store, and I got like a light fixture to put above where I do my dishes because it's really dark there. My mom gets me like practical presents like
That's
that.
good.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't need it. I can't think of anything I'm wanting for right now.
A light. Did you do your dishes yet?
No, well, I was today, but she hasn't put the light up yet. She's gonna help me.
Oh,
Do it.
what kind of light? You gotta put it up. It's not just like a lamp.
No, it's gonna go on the bottom of the cupboard above where I do my dishes and shine down. So it's like it's like a strip of a light, and you plug it in.
You have a dishwasher?
Yes.
But you live by yourself. Like, how many dishes? You don't have that many dishes.
Seems like I always have a lot of dishes. It's cool.
Your mom was like, "How are you doing the dishes? It's dark. It's so dark over there." Yeah. Or maybe that's not. That's what I'm doing an impression of my own mom. Not maybe. I don't know if that's how all moms work. That's what my mom would say. Why is this so dark? Get in light. I want to get a light over there.
I think she wants me to do the dishes more, so she's like,
Oh, it's like a little hand, like you get like deodorant or something for Christmas. They're like, here, what do you want? Here's some soap. You know about soap? Like, yeah.
It's not that bad.
I also got a yoga mat, my first yoga mat of my life, because I hate yoga. But I think if you were like in another person's house, then and you want to do exercise videos, here's part of my yoga mat.
You don't like yoga?
No, they're good.
They want to sweat on their floor. That's nasty on their fancy rug. So
Your parent, was it for your parents who thought you were into yoga that you don't like yoga?
I told them to get me the yoga mat so I could do the exercising and not sweat on the fancy rug.
Have you used it yet?
Not yet. But I made it go flat, which it wasn't doing at first. It was all rolling.
Goodbye.
What?
I'm queuing up the message to the future.
Oh, okay.
I like that angle better.
What, this one?
Yeah, then you can see you. Instead of you like huddling in the corner like this. Oh, I'm talking on my program. There we go.
Big,
What?
real big.
It's just like the
Oh,
baby's.
that's a good one.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm in the dark a little bit in the background.
Oh no, come on.
Too dark? You want a full frame? Look at
Yeah.
Might be Kenny. Might be Kenny.
this angle's a little. The other one is higher up, so it's like, you know, when you take a selfie, you don't never take the selfies from below. You know, it's always up here. You look better from the upper higher up. Maybe I can.
It's true. People who are do they think, oh, they're so attractive?
Look at this.
There's difference on the top.
Moving it up though, you see?
Who's queuing it up?
I'm fixing this angle, and then I'm there.
Ooh, yes. Perfect. Now you're off to the corner. Stay in the frame. We're not very good at this for someone who's had a TV show.
Well, it's
for
moving
10
around.
years.
It's moving around. I actually don't really move the stuff around often.
Yeah. It seems like if you're like trying to back up a trailer or something, it seems very hard to coordinate things with the cameras.
All right, let's record a message to the future.
Okay.
Hey, future, it's us of the past. It's
Is it better yet?
Is it 2021?
Gene made eggnog.
Eggnog cream tea.
I was doing the
Try.
future. All right, bye, future.
Bye,
Green
future.
tea? Green tea?
They're gonna love us in the future. We're so
Black tea.
entertaining.
Eggnog would be with go with black tea more than green tea.
It was black tea. Chai. Black chai
chai.
tea. So there was like, spices in there, and then there was additional spices from my eggnog.
Yeah, chai and eggnog are pretty similar spices, at least like the fancy or like the crappy chai.
Yep.
Spicy.
Yeah, lots of cream in the chai though, so I don't really get it unless it's
Okay. Do you like any faux milks?
What?
Do you like any faux milks?
faux milk. I get oat milk sometimes at the place, but I like black coffee anyway. Black coffee, water. I don't really need the milk, but I like oat milk.
Oh, I got another present, I got this like nut syrup from. Oh, I think I told you about it.
Yeah. I
I
thought it was
haven't
funny
heard
that
It's
you
about
got
really
it.
good.
What is it?
It has a fancy name, Orgeat or something. Orgot.
Orgot?
Monica made it for me.
Ooh.
Didn't you get more than
it's
one?
like nut syrup.
More than one thing in nuts, right? You got like
Yeah, I got spice nuts.
spice
too.
nuts, nut syrup.
Wait.
Wait,
What?
wait. You say wait?
I said sweet.
Oh, sweet. I said wait. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I thought you said wait. I was waiting.
I'm waiting. I got some nuts also, but like it's a tin of nuts, and then on the box it says there's 3 kinds of nuts, but then when you open it up, each of the 3 kinds are in their own individual bags that are sealed up.
Yeah,
And-
that's probably so it keeps longer, so they can
Keeps
give
longer.
it out next year too.
I have like this weird issue where I don't want to eat the food because it's sealed. And I'm like, well, I want to save this food, so then I like never, sometimes I just never end up eating it, or it just like sits there and I'm like, when is the time I'm going to open this thing?
What about chips?
Yeah, I just like will have the chips sitting there for like a long time. I'm looking at them like I kind of want to eat those chips, but I don't want to break the seal on them. I don't know how much
I
I
don't
want
have
them.
that problem.
I don't know if I really want them now. What if I want them later and then they're old and they're sealed now? So then
Yeah, it definitely sets off a timer, like a stale food time bomb.
yeah. So it took me.
Look, I have this smart food popcorn, and
Oh, yeah.
and I am having a very hard time finishing this bag. And I got it because it was on sale. It's like 2 for $5, and so I got some blue Doritos too.
I
And I really wanted to eat those more,
Oh,
but
can you talk to each other? I want to grab something from upstairs for a minute, okay?
okay.
Oh, I'll talk amongst ourselves.
Mm-hmm. We're on TV. It's not fair because I cannot see you all the time.
When you talk, you can't see me.
Yeah.
We'll just have to talk back and forth.
Yep. Mm-hmm. How was your day?
Oh man, I feel better now that I got rid of those carbs. That was hanging over my head all day, and I felt so sluggish from eating carbs, and I wanted to eat more carbs.
Oh yeah.
I was stuck in a rut there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing this game with this friend that I met online. It's called Word Blitz on Facebook.
What is it?
It's a grid of letters, and you take words by swiping, kind of like Boggle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the person I'm playing with is really good at it. Like, usually double the points that I get, but I don't mind. Like, I just like to play, but we'll play it all day long, and then like, I'm just staring at my screen of my phone all day, and I just get kind of, and I need to get up and take a walk, but instead I eat carbs.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a bad pattern, so I'm trying to get out of that pattern right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too hard to motivate it. I talked to Kenny already. Look, I think that Kenny has a book. There.
Yeah.
What's that book?
Fish Mother. Is that the one
Is
you
it
wrote?
your book? Kenny, tell us. We can't hear you.
Thank you.
Oh, there. Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, why are you not there? Exercising and not doing the other thing. I wrote this book,
Oh my god!
and it came in the mail. This is like the test one, but then I'm gonna give out more or sell them or something.
Woo!
I want to buy one.
So this is the first one, but I was thinking I wrote about choice.
You gonna read us a passage?
Well,
This is exciting.
this is something I wrote about choice, and it says, at the grocery store, there are too many choices, and you go to the store for jam, and what flavor of jam do you prefer? Jelly or jam? High price may be high quality, or low price may be of equal or better quality. Seedless or pulpy, organic or regular. Too many choices. How long does the jelly last? How much jelly am I going to eat in what length of time? They have a deal for buy two, get one free, but I only want one. If I only buy one, am I missing out on value? If I buy three, two are going to rot or I'll be eating too much jelly. No matter what you choose, you cannot be correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
You talk about value a lot. Or you used to. You haven't been recently.
That's that's value. I don't have.
Yeah.
I've been kind of throwing value out the window recently because I've been just like getting the grocery deliveries, and I'm not going to the store. Like this is like the value is like when you go out. Like I throw it out. I'm just like I'm not going anywhere, doing anything, so I'm not too concerned about what is the good prices and what I'm doing anymore because I'm just staying at home, not buying, like spending money. But I did see the thing where it's like that thing with the popcorn though. You were eating the popcorn. And you only want one bag, but they're like, buy three, get one bag. And you're like, what? I only want one bag. And like, buy three. And then you're like,
They
what?
gave me an excuse to buy 2 bags of popcorn / chips. So that was good for me.
Yeah, 2 or 3, but you only wanted one. And then you want to buy 3, and then you end up with 3, and you're like, oh, wow, this is too many. They're going to go bad.
No, I want them all. But I am having a Where did you get the title of your book?
It's from the
Fish Mother. I can't read that.
Humans and mammals have an ancient fish mother who came out of the sea to walk on land and give distant birth to us all.
Distant birth?
Distant birth.
All right.
Because you don't know the fish mother is like millions of years ago maybe.
Right.
But yeah, distant birth.
Thank goodness for them.
Yeah, thanks,
They're
fish mother. It's all of our mothers. Way back.
I was wondering about that.
About the title?
No, but, where we came from.
Oh, yeah, we came from the fish mother. Somebody said, like, is that something against your own mother? I was like, no, I don't. It's not. They're like, you have a weird relationship with your mother, huh? They thought that it was like the nickname for my own mother.
When do you get that book in the mail?
When?
Yeah.
Today.
Oh my gosh, so exciting!
I don't know why I got on a Sunday. It was kind of confusing actually, because my roommates woke me up a little bit earlier, because I usually sleep till like 1. I still slept till 1, but they woke me up like 10:30. I'm like, your book is here! I'm like, oh, what's going on? It's Sunday. And then I woke up for like half an hour and looked at it a little bit, but then I went back to sleep. But yeah.
I heard
Are you excited?
forward.
What? What, Gene?
Go ahead, Gene.
I heard that Steve Baker wrote the foreword. Is that right?
Steve Baker wrote the foreword and helped me edit the punctuation and spelling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Very helpful. Thanks, Steve.
Nice.
You should go get him. You said ask me if I'm excited. People always. That's what a lot of people are always asking immediately, and I don't really get excited about things in general.
Okay. You're just taking it in stride.
You seem a little bit shiny and bright today.
I seem excited?
Yeah.
This is me being excited?
Excited.
I think it's the coffee beans. My mother gave me chocolate-covered coffee beans for Christmas. I think it's probably the coffee beans more than the book.
Okay.
That sounds like a good present. What else did you get?
She gave me a weighted blanket
Oh,
and coffee beans. And the weighted blanket I got on Christmas, and I've been using it the past 2 days. It makes it very difficult to wake up. Maybe it is keeping me asleep well, though. Like, not like physically difficult, but when you wake up, you like don't want to wake up because the blanket's on you. You're like, oh, I gotta get up now.
Mm.
So it's good. It is good.
Well, don't eat the coffee beans and then lay under the weighted blanket. Hyper under the weighted blanket.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it, but she gave me like wake up stuff and go to sleep stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you do? What are your hobbies? Oh, I know, sleeping and waking up. Things you do a lot, right? Well, what do you? I like to sleep. I like to wake up. Yeah, about once every 12 hours or so.
Kelly, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have any literary? What's that?
Influences?
Yeah.
Hemingway.
In real life,
What?
is that in real life?
Who wrote The Old Man and the Sea? That was
I don't know.
I think that was Hemingway, right?
It was Hemingway. I think it was Hemingway. Yeah.
Hemingway. Salinger. You know.
Yeah.
Emily Dickinson.
Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah. Emily Dickinson. Robert Frost.
Are you just saying authors?
You're just saying these.
Yeah, not really. I don't read a whole lot. I'm reading the Obama book right now, but I started reading it afterwards. But actually, no. But Hemingway and what was the one I said? Salinger and
Emily Dickinson.
Dickinson. Yeah, those are. I would say for this one, I was trying to do that a little bit, but yeah. I did read The Old Man and the Sea, actually, though. Catcher in the Rye. They're all, like, I would say, like, books about regular things. And then they have, like, the actual words are about regular things, but then there's bigger meanings behind them. And that's what The Old Man and the Sea is. I actually did read The Old Man and the Sea. You ever read that? They make you read. You know, one thing after what I experienced reading or writing this book and reading the book myself, and I'm reading now after I wrote a book, I decided to get back into reading more. But school really makes it seem like a drag. Like, I don't want to write. Why would I want to write or read? Like, it seems awful. But like The Old Man and the Sea, like, why would I read The Old Man and the Sea? Like, that's so. Like, they make you read it and they make you think about it and talk about it. But you just read it on your own. It's a good time. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
if you're motivated by it on your own, it's better.
yeah, you don't have to like write an essay on it, and you're not like looking at it and like worried about writing an essay, or like when you're writing, you're like, what do I do? How does this work? You're like thinking like you like write the paragraph, and then you're like, okay, in the beginning of the paragraph, you write what the rest of the paragraph is going to be about. You're like, okay, here's my statement sentence, and then you write 3 sentences based on that statement. And then you have the next paragraph, you know, it's like...
Transitional sentence, maybe.
Yeah, so, hey, and then you end with a transitional sentence, and you're like, okay, 1 paragraph down, here we go. So it's way better if you just don't have to worry about that stuff. So I encourage others to do it. So I finally did it. I guess now I have to distribute, but this is like the main goal of it was just to actually have it done. I've been talking about writing a book for years.
When did you start again? I feel like you've been writing for a while.
I started it in February.
That's not that long ago.
It's not that long ago, and it's a pretty big book, see?
Wow, it's a good thing we had this pandemic.
Yeah. But I started it before. I started it like a month before it actually went down, which was weird.
Yeah.
But it was good timing, though, because I don't know what I would have been doing a lot of the other time, but... Or, I mean, of course not good timing. Nothing's good about it. But it was kind of good timing that I started it. But actually, it was also kind of bad, though, because, like, for the month before it went down, I was already kind of self-isolating because I was writing. And what I should have been, if I knew, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of, if I should have not, if I knew that it was happening, I would have isolated, you know, early. But if I knew that it was happening somehow, but didn't at the same time, I would have partied extra hard for that last month.
Right.
I didn't, but instead I was like isolating just to write this book, so I like wasn't going out. I was just going home and writing. And then I was like, wow, I could have been writing this whole year. I wouldn't have known if I would have been forced to stay home alone or whatever for this whole time. Then I would have been more partying when I had the chance. But then also I would have been not partying because I would have wanted to start isolating early also at the same time. So, yeah.
You know, but I don't go out and do the partying that you talk about. It's funny how you would say you would be going out and partying. I think, yeah. Isn't that, it's just like, there's like a lot that's held by that word partying. What the heck does that mean? Like, I know, sort of, or maybe I don't know. What do you mean when you say partying?
Just like getting in groups, going to a group of people and having fun.
Does it include
Rising.
alcohol and drugs?
I mean, usually, like, whatever drugs or alcohol that you're into, that's what you say you want to go party. Like, people who are into drinking a lot, they're like, I'm going to go party, and they go drinking. But I also heard that, like, James? Do you know James? Gene?
I don't know. Does James call?
James calls. He's on Mondays. He was into meth, and he talks about it on the program.
Oh.
Yeah. And he says that's what they would call meth. Going to do meth, they would call it going to party too. Like, let's go party! Yeah, that means let's go on a meth binge.
Yeah.
So if if I want to go party, I mean, I don't really like do that much stuff. So I would go just like, go have a good time. I'm just talking about just going out in groups of people. So I think it's like whatever level of intoxication that you're at, you can still go partying, and then people know your peers.
Well, carbs are my party.
Yeah.
Now it's a disaster.
To be honest,
Are you partying with others? They do have like food like AA, like.
Yeah, I go to that sometimes.
Oh, you need, okay. I mean, I know you're supposed to talk about it, but it counts as like, so if you have like, I mean, they have alcohol, so they have food, so it counts. You can do it.
Yeah, it's a serious issue for me.
Oh yeah, maybe. But
I don't want to go there, but yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Up though.
Have you seen? What's this comedian? There's a comedian who was into it. That was on the show Baskets.
Oh yeah, I love that guy.
But the woman from the show, not talking.
Yeah, the mom.
No, not Louis Anderson either. Like the friend.
Oh, that girl.
Martha.
Oh, yeah.
Martha something. I don't remember the last name. Martha though, from that show.
Yeah.
You should.
Martha.
Yeah, Martha Clark maybe. Martha Clark? No, I don't know. But anyway.
I don't know. I don't remember.
They stopped drinking, and then they were eating, and then they went to the meetings. Well, the show's almost done. We only have about 3 minutes left.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. Huh? Tomorrow, 8:45, Monday, and then Tuesday, I think I'm gonna do 5 o'clock again. Wednesday, 8:45. Thursday, maybe 1, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check in if I want to come to make sure I come at the right time.
Tomorrow, 8:45. But you know what you should do? What?
I can't handle that.
Yeah, but I'll call and leave a message, and then I'll call you back, and then you'll know when it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you should call leave a message, and then if you don't want to talk immediately, just don't answer the phone. But you can call. What you should do is call and leave a long message, like a 3-minute message, and then it'll be good. Do you have any thoughts? You're like, hey, I was thinking about something. Call and leave a long message. But 8:45. But I think on Tuesday it's gonna be at 1 p.m. again, Gene. How's that for
good.
you?
All right. I think I might be making potato prints with a friend.
Should we do? You want to? Well,
No,
I'm gonna do
that's
the
a good time. Maybe we'll call. Maybe we won't.
potato prints.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
like
the
relief paintings or whatever?
you carve a potato.
You
and
like
then
you carve images into a potato and then you use that as a stake.
Yeah, you cut that potato in half, so you got a flat surface.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of paint on that potato. Print it.
Use the potato as a stamp.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be putting the books on the website pretty soon. And then I guess I'm gonna sell them instead of giving them away because they cost money to print or something. People seem like they want to buy them. I'm like telling people I want to give them away, and they're like, no, I'll buy it. So
Yeah.
No, you gotta sell it. You put a lot of work into that.
buying is fun, right? Kind of fun or something.
Yeah. Then it's a treat. Uh-oh. Here is my fish face. No, turtle face.
Oh wow, yeah.
Is that a potato print?
I am trying to figure out how to do a turtle on a potato.
Potato.
It's not going very well.
All
So
right.
I'm going to keep at it.
Well, we made it. You got final words before we run the credits?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy birthday.
Laura, want to zoom after?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna do draw night
Later.
in an hour.
Okay.
All right. Here's the credit.
You're welcome to join us too, Kenny. But then you won't
yeah,
be
I'll do that.
third program. You will? Okay.
Thanks for watching. It's Sunday.
I'll send them a.
Send me a link. We're on TCDV till 22. 11:30 to 2 a.m. Check it out. YDHWM on YouTube. Yeah. 3693634. Call me message. You're on TV. YDHWM.com. UFO FBI. It's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Dirty Fat, Berserker Books, 4-star video, Monkey Car Player, Rebecca, Mount Boy, Northwest, Sky, Washington, USA, thank you. Viewers, if you're watching, thank you. Hi, John. Call me. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.